Oh, good morning, collective. My name is Kim. Welcome to my channel, Five Mirror Tarot. Oh, hell yeah, they told me to jump in. Now then, this whole thing's going to be an open read, many subjects, not just your blessings this morning. They told me to jump right in. This is just too fucking funny, collective. Did any of y'all see, Tiny Fist of Fury, our president? Did you see Tiny Fist of Fury? I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that he had a psychotic break. And seeing as how he is a prime example of what a grandiose narcissist is germane to my channel like you wouldn't believe. But I grew up, there was a movie with Humphrey Bogart in it called Caine Mutiny. Yeah, Caine Mutiny. Google it. Go to Wikipedia. Well, Humphrey Bogart played an authority figure who he was called Captain Qweeg, and went off his nut because he said somebody stole his strawberries. I kid you not, you Google it. So, I watched him go all Caine Mutiny during that speech that he gave to our nation. It gave me hope that I'm not a doctor and I would not speak ill over anybody, but if he is truly, at the very least, a bully. We watched him. We're going to watch by morning. I say, anybody, are you betting? Leave me a comment. Are you betting, people? If he goes through mortification and he's not in very good shape, because he's not, him giving that speech to our nation, he wounded himself, narcissistic wounding. And after it was over, his weaponized self, his super ego, told him what a loser he was. That's the death. The death card is he's going to go through some things by morning. 24 hours after giving that address, he's going to go through some things. But the rest of these little sweet cards back here for you. But that is for Tiny Fist of Fury went all Caine Mutiny, collective. He turned into Captain Qweeg. Go to Wikipedia, Google it. The movie Caine, Caine. That's the name of the ship. Mutiny. The analogy would be, we're going to watch the granddaddy of them all, Tiny Fist of Fury. We're going to watch him go through narcissistic collapse. Because we are. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and. So, we're going to get into it. All of it. I thank you for clicking on this video. This will be a channeled message for you, for your highest good. So, including your stinky people, which would be Tiny Fist of Fury. What we're going to do on my channel is, yes, him and his demon spawn. Yep, let's release karma for the entire collective consciousness, for the higher good of the entire collective consciousness, including your stinky people and Tiny Fists of Fury. You weren't expecting me to say that, were you? Well, that's how we roll on Five Mirror Tarot. So, I trust this message has found you at the perfect time. Oh, it made me smile. Because I have content where I can actually talk about Tiny Fist of Fury, hypothetically, metaphorically, is kind of toxic, you think? And that's God's truth, but I really appreciate you. I welcome you. I thank you so much for being in this moment with me. And as always, collective, I love you so, so much. And I'm so very proud of you. Captain Qweeg, He accused someone, and this is a movie, he accused someone on the ship of stealing his strawberries out of the quartermaster's, on the ship. And he was gonna keel haul somebody. I kid you not. We watched him lose his effing mind. I watched Tiny Fist of Fury go all Caine Mutiny right there in prime time. And they didn't stop him. Guardrails wanted that. And now they're apoplectic. I know that the Geo Pervert Party, the Grand Old Pervy Party. Oh, yeah. Now I bet he wishes we'd talk about and we're going to be talking about the, what is it? Jeffrey. We're going to be talking about on Friday after he bombed doing this on Wednesday. Well, we're going to be talking about Jeffrey and him bombing on Wednesday, and that everyone's going to start comparing him. You watch. You heard it here first on 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. Somebody else is going to put together, he went Captain Qweeg. Somebody out there is going to, like wildfire, it's going to catch on. That's how accurate I am. I'm hot tonight, collective. Oh my goodness gracious. So, Caine Mutiny. A real movie with Humphrey Bogart losing his ucking fey mind. I love this vibe. For you, though. That's what these are. That's what these are as you, though. Now, I digress. I love this vibe, though. This is an angelic avatar. See, that's an angelic avatar. That's you. You're the angelic avatar. Delivers harsh sting of reality check to trump wicked mind games. Now let me put your channeled messages this morning into context. So everything shared will remain relevant and timely. See, and the cards are the Devil card reverse, the Emperor card reverse. That's Tiny Fist of Fury 2. And nearly flung it across the river. He's not closing the cycle down for Epstein. He's not closing the cycle down on the economy. He's not closing the cycle down on all of this. Then he had to get out there in prime time and let the whole wide world, the whole globe got to see him go Captain Qweeg. I wonder how you spell that. Qweeg. That was Humphrey Bogart's character in the movie. Lost his effing mind in that movie, just and we weren't used to that. We're used to seeing Humphrey Bogart being really suave and debonair. Cool. He's lost his effing mind in that movie. I was a child and I even knew he lost his effing mind in that movie. It's a boring movie when you're a child, but I'm happy I watched it now. And all these decades later, it became timely. This is you. So, Devil reversed in tarot with the Emperor reversed is a covert narcissist. Oh, it can also be another one. But it's my show. I say it's a covert narcissist because this is for entertainment purposes. It's a tarot card reading. Grow up, YouTube. Okay, got it? Devil reversed, Emperor reversed. A covert narcissist. It's been a while since I've seen arrogance on full display like this, to this magnitude. Oh, collective. My grin is ever increasing, though. What the hell is wrong with these squirrely people, especially Tiny Fist of Fury? I know everyone... he was worried because 20 repukes were gonna, because they know we're in lame duck territory because we are. Well, after that speech, all of them, not just the House now, even in the Senate, they're all going to resign. So finally, it took for him to go this far And he was skating on thin ice with what he said about the rhinos, because Tiny Fist of Fury is vile, because he is. That's for entertainment purposes. It was a joke, so it was for entertainment purposes. So, what the hell's wrong with them? They have some wires crossed. Or they are entitled to something, judging by their effect in the head behavior. It seems to me that none of them, especially at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, it seemed to me that none of them, and in the Congress Critters too, our side, never grew the F up. Because they didn't. What's the first one? What's the first one? Is, I love this. These are so cute. Invasion boundaries violated. Dominance. Oh, this is your squirrely people. The death magnet sees messages. Toxic try to control you. I'm shocked. Clutch the pearls. And this one's about an unhealthy relationship between you and another at this time. And you, well, you're hungry for the life force. You want to go do something different. You're tired of this toxicity, and you, well, you're making sure that your needs are met because you keep showing up for yourself. With a narcissist, you don't want them to be like, in this analogy, to be, oh, I don't know, death. It's just like, I just love collective so much. That's the narcissism. That's what the spirit of narcissism looks like. Oh, people, it looks like people too, but like it's Christmas, so this would be like those feckin' spirits in Ebenezer Scrooge. Got it? Like that. It's the spirit of narcissism, though. It's with us 368 days out of the year, not just Christmas. Ebenezer Scrooge. He was a narcissist too, don't you know? But you got someone, this is them just pulling on your energy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You feel that. For real. You're tired of it. And what's the one that comes next is, they're all stuck together because they're so pretty. Stifled, bored, and stuck. You need to quit making yourself small. Dimming your light, quit it. To make a toxic butt nut feel comfortable when they are around you, they can go kick rocks on that. Now, also for some of you, a situation has revealed itself as unjust. Either way, you're this poor little guessing. You're dealing with a scoundrel, a butt nut, or something. Something squirrely. In your energy was pulling on your energy, even if it's like they live in another state. You're like, yes, Auntie, we're dreading. We're dreading. Well, don't let them affect you. You're the only one that controls that. They wish they could, so they manipulate you into doing it to yourself. Quit it. Stop it. And there's a dried, sweet memories of who you really are. You think about fun or uplifting times in your life. You do that. The magic of your sweetest memories will be worked into the present moment, even at Christmas time. This is how you let them get like a monkey on your back. Not a healthy monkey, a scary monkey, okay? But look how much you've leveled up. You're like, okay, I'm coming in, but what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the cell into this and just validate myself. Yeah. I'll center and ground balance myself so that just being in their presence, why you come and hang out with me, if you do have to go. Your energy will repel them. All that crap they try to pull on you, go on, do it. I triple dog dare you. You go in there and you don't let them affect you. Because you're not going to like what they say or do. But it'll be different because you're grounded, balanced, and centered, and they can't knock you off your square. And they'll really get desperate to try and get under your skin, and then they can't do it. And so what happens there is they hand you their chi. They'll fall asleep in the chair waiting after dinner with their hand down their pants. You know they will. And they'll doze off or zone out, or they'll have to leave because they just have to leave because they just wiped it. Yeah, because instead of them doing that to you, you sat there and tamed yourself. You did what I'm telling you. Don't let them affect you. You don't care what they say. You know they're trying to harm you. So you shield yourself by loving yourself, shamelessly so, but unconditionally, because are they showing you unconditional love? No, they're not. Have they ever? Well, I know, Auntie. Well, you go in there and you love yourself as it is within, it will be without. And then you shine and irritate their demons. They don't, and you tell them to their face, they don't have the right to treat you like shit at dinner and ruin it for everyone. But you say it with decorum. And you go back on sweet memories. I remember how you were before there was politics. I remember a time that was sweet when we didn't give a crap about it, think about it, do it or nothing, and now we can't escape from it because of tiny feckin' fists of fury. I told you, they told me to just dive right in. What's the first one? The Oak Men, ancient wisdom of the trees. You're in your groove. You lose track of time. You enjoy a full grounding this morning, inner peace, a sense of contentment collective. You carry grace. You carry inner strength bestowed upon you. The Oakmen ask you to use your own intuition and looking at what the Oakmen are saying to you. This is not a trick. Stretch yourself and your vision and enjoy doing it. Imagine that. Go figure. You do these things now because you show up for yourself and you trust the vision within. Now this is the Oakmen. Isn't that a sweet card? That's your energy. In the face of adversity, your challenge is going to be to keep your heart chakra open for your sake, to shield yourself. In the face of adversity, their cruelty, their backhanded compliments, belittling, being a snotball, or just an arrogant little shith, because they can. You're like, well, be that way, but you're not going to get anywhere with me. In fact, I will show up and you will do what you do, and I will, in a constructive way, actually take your energy and alchemize it. I take your power away from you. But not in a malicious way like you've done to me my whole life. Because you're an earth angel. Collective. It's one of your perks. But if you get down in their crud, don't you voluntarily get down in that mud with them, is what the Oakmen's saying. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Grounded, balanced, centered, and connected to the divine. You sit there and you glow up and level up while everyone else around you sees. Now at Thanksgiving, you did a similar thing when one of them went after you. and the other people learn something from you. They're like, we're going to do that next year when we come. We're going to do what Collective did because that was so feckin' cool. And they didn't know what to do. So if we have to go to these little meetings, then we're going to do what Collective did. And we're going to enjoy the hell out of it. I know. Now then, this is the part where I have to tell you. This is an open read, many subjects. Now I'm going to spew like awful, only in a constructive, positive way, all your blessings for today. So there's so many messages. There's a lot of stuff here. So I have to tell you, it's an open read, many subjects. And I started off telling you it's an open read, many subjects with a joke about Captain Qweeg, Tiny Fist of Fury, our president. The whole world saw him go Captain Qweeg, Caine, Mutiny. See? Open read, many subjects, topic being timely. I don't do politics, but I was told by Holy Spirit to start the program this way. So before I do begin, if you want to support the channel or just say thanks, now's an absolutely great time. You can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video on your socials, or drop a comment with your thoughts. Any and all of that helps this channel big time. Now remember, this is your morning meditation on 5 Mirror Tarot. If you've never been to my channel before, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Now then, I come to you from the land of enchantment. I live in a wonderful little magical place. The land of enchantment, yes. A wonderful magical place. And that's why I bring you in here. Because it's magic. And I love you. I come from a strange land. I live in the land of mañana. We can do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Mañana. Tomorrow. I live in a strange little town called Kirky. And you are now venturing on 5 Mirror Tarot. You're venturing into do not give a flying fuck today because we started by going after Tiny Fist of Fury because we can. It's an open read. Permission's not granted to link or to repost this video. This video is for educational and spiritual entertainment value and purposes only. Okay, now I made a joke about Tiny Fist of Fury, so here we go. This video doesn't refer to any specific person and should not refer to any specific person or his demon spawn as having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support an allegation that the maker of this video this morning believe or support a claim that a person is literally a narcissist or a bully. Because I can. Okay, now, here we go. I'm going to, like a fire hose, here comes your blessings. Open read, many subjects, a lot of messages here. We're going to move it. Ow. Ow. Okay, I kicked the ladder. Damn it. But I got a lot of stuff here now, so here we go. It's going to come at you with brutality and gross instincts. Subtlety. That's you, a nimble mind. But right now you're lacking stamina or physical energy because you've been burning that candle at both ends, which I tell you to quit doing that. You promised me that you said that you were doing really well, and you were, and then I watched you do it, and you went too far. didn't you? Too hard, and you hurt yourself. So you promised me. You promised me this before Thanksgiving. You promised me you would stop doing that. It was a bad habit. And here you are. Quit it. Now, they came at you just out and just flung themselves flying through the air at you, just flung themselves at you, and this was toxic for you. Putting all one's eggs in one basket. Some of you taking journeys. Business for pleasure. A trip, like a trip business. Well, maybe on a business trip, there is some pleasure. Like maybe, I don't know, you enjoy. Most people don't really enjoy having to be on the road, but maybe you enjoy it. To each their own. You don't rush. You let things fall into place. Oh, I see. Maybe that's like negotiating. Is that what you're showing me, Holy Spirit? No, I don't think it had anything to do with being on a business trip with hookers. No, it's not negotiating. That would be what? Pandering. Or prostitution, yeah, right. Hookers are prostitution. Why are you showing me Revelations 9:11? Are you talking about Captain Qweeg? You're funny, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit and I have this running joke for the last 3 years. Is he Tiny Fist of Fury? Is he the Antichrist or not? Look what they gave me. Is he the destroyer? That would be the leave me a comment, but I think that there's like a dress rehearsal Antichrist. And he might really fit that one. And it would be, did you see what it said? Revelations in the Bible. 9:11. September the 11th. Yeah, when he lied his ass off on, oh, now my building's the tallest building after. He's a ghoul. He is. Is he the destroyer? Why are you showing me that song? Are you implying that Tiny Fist of Fury is a hoa? They all said Trumpy's was not half bad. It was written on the walls and window shades. He's a deceiver, don't believe him, that's his trade. Okay, collective, I triple dog dare you to leave me a comment. That's a filk song. That means it was based, maybe, YouTube, or maybe not, on a real song. Collective, can you name that tune? Yeah, I think he is the destroyer from Revelations. Yep, we're in the end times, so why the hell not? It would set a precedent for him. Absolutely shocking answer. I told you. I love Holy Spirits, and I have a strange sense of humor together. But he just said that this is what's going on in the White House right now. Excuse me. You're moving to a new hope because he took that dross to prime time. I can, you can, someone is trying to, or really wants to, take something that is important to you, Donald. take it personally? Is your job a position or to prevent you from receiving love? To your horror, your humiliation ritual. Funny how humiliation ritual that Donald used on everyone. Turn around and bite him on his derriere. Now then, your chosen path is the right one for you, though, collective. And your inner child energy is laughing and playing. Now, this is your spiritual guide. Spiritual guides kicks the butter snot out of your squirrely. What? Another one? Daniel 11:36. Does he show his compassion or empathy? No, he went Captain Qweeg on us in prime feckin' time, boys and girls. Hope springs eternal now that we might get out of this mess with him, and he hoisted himself by his own petard. One who is skeptical and argumentative and extremely critical and super sensitiveness. That's going on in the White House, too. Huh. See, this is an open read. Many subjects that got just blasted in there in between your blessings. I hope to continue learning along the way. And I hope the same goes for you on 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. Because you know your worth. This is an open read. Many subjects. It's going to skip around like a playing checkers. Love vibes, see? Crown me. King me. Spiritual love. Courage. I'm getting something about resources used to invest. I mean like money. Light workers facilitate their workings right now this morning using the inner gate of the structures of heaven. We're tapping in with spiritual worship to protect your money. My divine feminine. This involves Venus and water for healing and money and protection. You commemorate a harvest. You healed your heartache or emotional wounds. You overcome curses. You attract all good things into life. Heart, white clover. I can smell white clover. If you see hearts, collective, it means this is a vibration to have any wish closest to your heart. It will come true. Grab a friend and have some fun. Resistance. Resistance. We resist Tiny Fist of Fury. Resistance. Continuously staying. Physical experience of resistance allows for you a sense of room to gradually develop a way to loosen your grip on resentment over Tiny Fist of Fury if he just gave himself enough rope to the rub, the drop. And when your eyes go pop, that would be from Oliver YouTube. Fagin. Would you, what's he singing to the Artful Dodger? I do anything for you? Would you till your eyes go pop? Anything. See, you are worthy exactly the way you naturally are, collective. I feel so much fire. I feel so much passion here. There's an energy shift. There was some wild energy, though, going on before he gave that speech. Now, after assessing the details, where is this thing? Where does it go from here? This is you. You have a decision to make. as to you have the ability to create your futures going forward. It is your life. Yeah, Captain Qweeg should be embarrassed at his disgusting behavior doing that. That was not no state of the... Screw him. Addressing the nation. No. It was a frickin' camp rally. They gave him a rally because just they had to stop him from sundowning. That was a joke. That was for entertainment purposes. I'm not a doctor. There's this thing called human decency, and he doesn't have it in his DNA, and that means neither does any of his demon spawn. Energy for spiritual growth. Go do that. Textbook narcissist is a joke, a speculation, but there is a grain of truth in it about Tiny Fist of Fury. He's a pathological liar. He lies standing up. He lies lying down. He lies. He's the world's biggest liar, the biggest loser. Who loves you now, baby? And somebody needed to drop a bomb on that bitch. And they didn't dare. His little handlers didn't dare. They were stunned. It was so funny. Bright light, self-love, rituals performed with loving care. This is to save. This means to shield, and it means to surround the hearth, your house, your household, with this bright, loving light of protection. You imagine clearing away negative beliefs tied to love relationships. Go do that. Stop obsessing on one thing. Just quit it. I told you, it's a long journey. Travel into a foreign land. Spiritual wisdom and dignity. Spiritual sensitivity. Spiritual devotion. You exalt your personal spirituality. It's a symbol of luxury for you. It's a luxury for you to heap praise upon God for your personal spirituality. And I keep seeing the color purple. And that is the subject of kings and kingdoms and spiritual royalty. Like violets bloomed when Mary was told by the angel Gabriel how Jesus would be her baby. They gave her a choice. She had free will. She's 15 or something, right? She said yes. He could have let her be a girl and she could have said no. But she said yes. And she got to be Jesus's mom. Now then, you need to feel powerful to feel powerful. You need to be self-aware to be self-aware. You need to be alluring and bewitching, and that starts going inward and shamelessly loving yourself unconditionally, warts and all. Parenting yourself. You're parenting your inner child, and your inner child is parenting you. Some of you could be becoming a parent for the first time or the 5th time. I think it really matters, but that first time is pretty important. But this is for congratulations, especially for if you've never been a grandparent. I was like, do you have water? Yes, this lovely room temperature tap water. If I'm hydrating, perhaps you should, collective. Okay. If I step on everything. Now I trust the wisdom within myself, and that's what you're supposed to be doing here on in. Strength card. Ooh, you're leveling up. 9 of Pentacles. Magician, your ability. With the 5 of Earth is your ability to manifest quickly. Oh, with all these good fertile ideas. We'll put her up here. What is this card? What does the divine need to share? 7 of Swords. Futility vibration for the evil-minded. This is a collective reading, so that would be all of them. And that includes the squirrely people in your the Captain Qweegs in your neck of the woods. Probably going to be having similar psychotic breaks, metaphorically, as to what we all watched the president do in his little speech. And this could be you, but this is a low vibrational energy I'm picking up on. Discouragement is what you offer a difficult person. No, I'm not going to do that. No, the answer's no. No, forever. So when you go and regroup and get in a scrum with your little buddies, your little friends, to go after me, to try and pressure me and wear me down, it's not going to work. The answer's no, forever. They are despondent because they can't get what they must to throw you off balance to get what they want. They generate negative expectations, not just with you. Everybody's expectations, they're under a judgment. That's the judgment card. They're under a judgment by the divine too. That's like getting karma. People are going, that squirrely person we all have in common is sure getting it coming and going. Yeah, it's about time. It took long enough for them to get. See you closing their little mouth. I'm not. The answer is no. And then you see, it's like I said, they try and do stuff to you. You take their energy away, you apply it and alchemize it, and you leveled up by them attacking you. Don't you think that that's the way to go? Because they're gonna attack you. Welcome to my channel if you like the energy here. That's a good reason to join that. Plus we are fierce, sassy soul family. And you leveled up that you go on to be manifesting. Yeah. And you got good fertile ideas that are attracting in what it is that you need to do all of these. It's your life. You're creating your futures. It's your life. You were given this ability because you leveled up enough. And until you level up, they don't let you. So you graduated enough. I'm so proud of you. What crosses the situation? Hold on. I shall hydrate some more. What crosses the situation? Knight of Wands. Justice. You're getting justice. 7 of... You're trying to complete something, and at the same time they're being shady. shady going through some. Gonna go through some. Woo! Knight of Wands is you taking action. You've commanded of your inner divine masculine is taking action while your inner divine feminine is chilling out. She's just being receptive in your own skin. Then you get the justice you need through that. Then 5 of Swords, what you've gotten accomplished, and you've only got a couple of more things to do. That's what that card means for you, but for your squirrely people, this is all of their being exposed for all their crap that they do. It's like, and they'd be facing a tower. Ooh, the Sword of Clarity is attacked and injured by 6 smaller flying monkey swords, each of which represents pessimistic thoughts, which, if that's going on in your head, that means they got you trapped in your head sometime. You kick it out and they cannot live rent-free in your head anymore. Not allowed, because that also prevents you from having clear success. You can't function with them again, and they keep pulling on your energy like really hard. So you're supposed to be taking action through your inner divine masculine, doing exactly what it was that the inner divine feminine put her 2 cents in. He came over to her and he put this in his mouth. Okay. She takes it, puts her energy into it, hands it back to him. She walks away from him because he'll question her, overanalyze stuff, so she leaves. Puts it back in his hands. Got her 2 cents worth. Now he goes and takes action on it. They get justice together in your own skin. Now then. For you, this card means these are 5 things that you've been able to pull off. Some of these are burdens and stuff that aren't yours, problems that aren't yours, but you alchemized them so that you could either help or you couldn't, but you alchemized it so that you didn't take on other people's karma. Did you hear what I said? And this over here, these last 2 swords are what? They're down in the earth, grounded, connected, balanced. They're standing up. These are the last details you need to take care of, and then you've got all 7. You're not the shady one. You're actually undoing what shady people have done to you, or alchemizing it. Okay, for them, this is them being exposed for these last 2 things they couldn't steal. They couldn't get that little bit there, and so the rest that they got is moot. Fallow. Unfertile. Like salting the earth. It won't grow anything. And their communications is stifled. See how they are. Didn't get away with it. That's in spiritual court and real something legal going down here. That's them getting karma. That's a trifecta right there. Whoa, collective. Basis of the situation. That's right, Jan. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles reverse. They're trying really hard to get under your skin, to throw you off balance, because they know you've got timing is of the essence in some of the things that you're doing. But you're the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, you're also the 6 of Pentacles. They thought they were better than you. Looking down their nose, treated you like you were nothing, like you were dirt. You are the blessing. Let's see. And then you're the Queen of Swords too, in that Empress energy we just saw. And you're opening up a whole new portal to pop through here. Energy shift. Conscious, unconscious, sun and moon have traded positions. Gloomy subconscious expectations muddy your insights, so quit it. That's you for some reason. Sit with those thoughts and let them go. They'll leave on their own. Good riddance. Gloom of the subconscious expectations. Keep your ego out of it. That muddies your insides. A heavy, strange little vibration. I told you that earlier. It's an anxiety prevails. Even though in reality, everything is going perfectly swell for you. It's just, you've got energies around you that other people are projecting their insecurities and crap on you. Oh, it's what humans do. But look at all these pentacles. Oh my goodness, this is abundance on all levels. They're trying to stop you from, and you're there. They can't even delay you. See, here's you're showing up for yourself. Leveling up. They came at you during a holiday party. You were that. They handed all that hatred to you. You alchemized it, and you used it to level up. That's what the 9 would be. 9 of Pentacles is leveling up. That's pre-Emperor, pre-Empress vibe. And on top of that, they thought they were better than you. treated you like you were nothing. You were never going to be anything in life. That's what they told people. Well, they were wrong. You've leveled up and then some. And you're communicating yourself right to the universe to go through that energy shift, through that portal, that pathway that you need to go through the gate. It's time. You're ready for it. You can't get through that gate unless you're ready for it. So apparently you're getting through that gate. It's the next 2 weeks in front of you. Lovers. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. Page of Wands. Hierophant. Ooh, you're being guided to success. That's the Six of Wands. You were chosen. You were picked to do this. All of this. The discouraging aspect of those 6 little swords up on that one sword is your truth, your needs. Or the 6 people who enable your toxic one. They're enablers. Family, friends, whatever. Flying monkeys. Gang stalkers. Well, they're all a mess too. Everything around your narcissists and their toxic peanut gallery of gang stalkers and busybodies are clouded by a veil. They're getting karma. They don't know what they really want to do. This isn't fun for them anymore now that they're getting consequences from the universe because they went too far. It's a sword of Damocles, that Ace of Swords, that sword of Damocles hanging over their collective heads. Sword of Damocles coming down. That's God's wrath. That's divine retribution while you get. This is you showing up for yourself. See that inner divine masculine, inner divine feminine, making geese fly. Love offer. On top of the lovers. Mature lovers. Messages of wanting to go away to a little rendezvous of love with God's blessing. Because you were picked to go and enjoy yourself, to travel and go and enjoy yourself. Now, if you're just a busybody with agoraphobia, that was a joke. I'm not a doctor. This is you in your own skin. You've been really nice to yourself. Very, very nice. Shway. Oh, that's a Neptune. The Fool. King of Pentacles to your Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. You got all these Pentacles. And then they get the 10 of Swords. And they feel a little bit better. Go from the 10 of Swords to, in the future, to the 9 of Swords. This toxic marauders, this motley crew. That's a Neptune. That's them, the gang stalkers, the family members that help them to torture you. Then Venus is giving themselves enough rope to hang themselves metaphorically, or just go put themselves out there on the clothesline to twist in the wind. Mars, universe is pissed at them. You have squirrely ones. They don't have the energy to keep coming for you. Well, that's a blessing. What a real nice surprise for you. And there's no time to gang stalk you effectively. It's no fun because they're getting karma. And you knew. It's been going on for years. And they're getting too old for this crap. What? They think they're in high school or something. But they will face the consequences for when they did stalk you in the past. They thought because nothing happened to them at the time and think they were going to get karma. Well, yeah, that's where they're wrong. They're getting karma now. You're taking a risk, a leap of faith, and you're just leveling up and getting ready, some of you, to go through an ascension. A lot of spiritual work. Now here's that King of Pentacles. See how by listening to what the inner divine feminine told your inner divine masculine to do, look what he turned into. He turned into the King of Pentacles. He leveled up. So you take hard work paying off. You take his 1 pentacle and add it to the 7. Look at all that abundance and work that you're getting done. While, how come collective is blessed? Why don't I get any blessing? This is awful. I don't want any karma. I don't want to do this. I'm done. I don't want to do karma. I'm not doing karma. And they keep getting more karma. See, they could only just undo 1 out of 10. They still got 9 left. 9 more to go. Getting karma. Kalay, you theckwits. Definitely in the future. Knight of Swords. Communication and taking action on a communication so that you're never let out in the cold again, especially by toxic people, places, or things. This is a collective reading. Their exchange of energy, 6 of Cups. Embellishing on your life and making it prettier and getting rest. Yes, stop burning that candle at both ends. Thank you. Definitely in the future. Jupiter expansion. You receive way too much good at once. You have to get used to it. You must learn to cope with so much prosperity and success. Do you think you can force yourself to get used to it? You take action. Something you took action on in the past is pulled up into the present tense. Something you negotiated in the past, I don't care if it was 15 minutes ago, it's going to come true now. In business, no one can lead you out in the cold. You've got your discernment. You get a whiff of it, you ain't doing it. Then you get a fair exchange of energy. That would be the negotiation. If they pull some crap on you, you're able to get a fair exchange of energy. Then you embellish upon your life, make it prettier, and rest. Go to that Airbnb or something with your honey, or just take yourself. Is it still a menage a trois if it's me, myself, and I? That's a 3. What's in the place of your hope? Environment. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Chariot, healing. Not stuck in your head. Not letting them live rent-free in your head. Very good. 8 of Swords. King of Wands and Emperor. Oh, that's your divine. I don't care what gender you are. Your inner divine masculine in this reading keeps leveling up. This isn't your hope. Mercury, the toxic, cannot convey their bullshit properly today. Just like Tiny Fist of Fury could not convey his BS either, his bollocksing of America. Well, Saturn, it is too much trouble for his entourage of flying monkeys, or her, that's your squirrely people, have flying monkeys, squirrels and monkeys. It takes too long to coordinate the attacks on you. It's the holidays, they don't have time, they can't coordinate it. These threats of destructive thoughts, words, and actions to smear your name, no one's up for it this time. Smear campaign. You are in stock in you. You are able to laugh at the infighting that you're watching them go through. And you're going and doing this, and I'm so proud of you for doing this. Look at you. Family unity, unity at work. Being able to move forward. You won the battles, and now you're going to win the war. They're not living in your head rent-free, for good or bad. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. This is your inner divine masculine now. He's the King of Wands. Again, all the way to your emperor. You are the emperor, has all four kings. He's using this king. He knows what he is doing. He's never wrong. But the emperor that was reversed, we're talking about your toxic. What do those around you, collective, think of you? Judgment card, but it's good. Oh, 4 cups. You're blessed. You're counting your blessings. And because you do, Hanged Man reverse, you were able to get a handle on some things, and you did your alchemy. Your fears have nothing to do with reality. They don't have the power over you anymore, and you're relieved. You woke up to these clowns. You see what's happening. They're just too toxic for belief, and you're not doing this anymore. You see it coming. They never change. You can see it like setting your watch. Oh, now they're going to do this, and now they're going to do this. Oh, they did, and oh, I'm going to block you. Cock block them. They say that you've lived a really good life, and you're not as scared if Judgment Day comes. You're not as scared. Your toxic people are. They know that this is them being under a judgment from the divine. You're counting your blessing that's being handed to you right now. And you see this is the cups that are going to be filled to overflowing in the future because you're negotiating for your futures. It's your life. And you get unstuck because you keep showing up for yourself, silly. I'm proud of you. And Heart's Desire. Ooh, 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, twin flame energy. If not, you actually, a scant sliver of you are really twin flames. But usually I see this as a high octane soulmate, soul tie, soul. Ace of Wands reversed, and they're impotent. They've lost their power, and you get away where you're supposed to be, up over here. That's you ascending. 8 of Cups. You master all of the skills and the means and the resources that are needed, I told you, to achieve that which you passionately long for most deeply. These projects. There's something of passion in your life. You're working on at work. See, Wands. It's growing. See the leaves? Coming together to make it so. This is getting over a twin flame separation and into a twin flame union. Twin flame energy union can be in your own skin. I've told you this every single day of your life, and you're not a real twin flame, but you carry the energy through your inner divine masculine, inner divine feminine in your own skin, getting it on. And you benefit your energy. You benefit from that going on. When it's in your own skin and you're having a twin flame separation, you're being critical of yourself, and that's not a self-love practice. And you're blocking your law of attraction and your manifestation skills. You're doing that. And this is their card for them trying to block your manifestation. They used to be able to, but not anymore. They're bummed because you're the one that got away. In the 8 of Cups. You were the blessing. Gaslighting you into thinking that they were the blessing. They're toxic. A feckin' narcissist. Or a bully. Or a poor lover. An insensitive lover. Opportunist, 7 of Cups. Trying to stop you from having your ships come in right now. They know this is coming. You're going to be blessed, and they want to feck it up for you. But you defeat them, Five of Swords. You steal their ability to affect you because you don't let it. Ace of Wands, you're getting some action. And the Lover's card. Toxic one has problems with endurance. They're impotent. They worry from thinking too much. If you're making the wrong move or the wrong choice, that they do it all the time. They make poor choices more times than not. That's them being an opportunity, them trying to shrink you, make you shrink yourself down because your light irritates their demons when they're in your company, you know, family, friends, or it's just your intimate ex-partner that is a bully. Just because your light irritates their demons, it's no right for them to treat you like shit. And then try to stop you from benefiting in your own life because they like to get under your skin. You're laughing at them. You're saying, you can't do your worst. I'll just take your energy and level up again, butthead. Do it. And then I go on and I prosper. And you're not destiny swapping or any crud like that. You're just being you, and you're attracting. You're so magnetic. Your soul is so magnetic that you're attracting to you the resource, whatever it was that you need to create your futures the way you want to live your life going forward and loving it. This is you showing up for yourself, your inner divine masculine, inner divine feminine, getting it on all the time in your skin, and you benefit from it. Don't ya? I have to do the Bible. I'm going to tap into the angelic realm. We've already done the fairies. Okay, Holy Spirit. And every time I shut my eyes, I'm like, don't you knock me over. I have vertigo and a head cold. This isn't fair. Ooh, I feel that. Surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a child, an innocent child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child that would be complete and self-sufficient. Lord, my heart is not haughty, and nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters, or in things too high for me. Thank you, and let Israel hope in the Lord from henceforth and forever. Lord, remember David in all of his afflictions. How he swore unto the Lord and vowed unto the mighty God of Jacob. Thank you, Holy Spirit. No, that was to God's glory. Surely I have behaved on 5 Mirror Tarot and quieted myself as a child. That means to be like a child. You ask for help if you need help. Got it? That is weaned of his mother. That means you're old enough to be autonomous, self-actualization. Go and bugger for a peanut butter and marshmallow fluffer sandwich, right? My soul is even, like an even playing field. Whole as a weaned child. You are complete. And the one that I did between 3 and 4 in the morning, 2127 might be an angel number for someone, but this was the ACTS 2140. In the temple where Paul should have been protected as in a place of safety, he was violently set upon and falsely charged him with ill doctrine. Paul had not spoken in public in Jerusalem or taken public action since the day when Paul, 25 years before, when he had kept the garments of those belonging to the stoning of Stephen. And now Paul is accused of the same crime, making his defense before a crowd as wild and frenzied as that which he had been the leader. That would be, he was the leader of when Jesus was executed. He kind of turned it over the church. It was a little brand new church, and he turned the leadership over to Paul. So, you think that you know the story of the tinderbox soldier? In the story, one dog has eyes as big as teacups. The second dog, dogs of loyalty, one's eyes are as big as saucers. And the third dog, their eyes was as big as towers. Well, these are guardians of 3 chests of coins, copper, silver, and gold. Now, the soldier is a covert narcissist. He flies under the radar, just like yours and mine did. What makes the covert more dangerous and more difficult to manage? Because it takes you a feckin' long time to figure out what you're dealing with. Now, the soldier directs his anger inwards, and he turns it into passive-aggressive behaviors throughout this story. Now then, the dogs do the bidding of the owner of a little tinder box, like a little matchbox, which contains a flint plus a little candle stub. So whenever these are lit, the 3 dogs will come to do their master's bidding. Well, the master's mistress, actually a sorceress, a witch. So a soldier marches along a road, and the war is over, and he has nothing except for his uniform. Now, a covert narcissist is even better at revenge, because she keep their true feelings. So the soldier in this case kept his true feelings from the witch right up until the moment he unalived that witch to get some money. He's turned into a soldier of fortune, a mercenary. So all he has also is all he's got are marching steps. That's all he has to his name. This is a Hans Christian Andersen story. And this is about a so-so poor soldier who's bestowed a magic tinderbox. He took it from a sorceress, which summons 3 powerful dogs to bring him gold from a hollow tree, allowing him to live like a lord. Now, people have a misconception that all narcissists, this is for educational purposes, are being douches just to be mean. But that's not what is really happening. Covert narcissists do struggle an awful lot, and that comes from a place of being alone. Sometime before the age of 18, for educational and informational purposes only. He was himself lucky enough to win himself a princess later in the story, who devotes her love to the soldier. Poor thing, she has no idea she's with a covert narcissist. In spite of her parents' disapproval, they know that something's wrong with him. And ultimately, he takes over the kingdom because he's a covert narcissist. Teaching lessons about courage in this moral tale, sharp wits, and using power and knowledge wisely. The covert narcissists feel very bad about themselves inside, but this soldier keeps trying to have his needs met by doing unhealthy things. In this story, a poor soldier earns money from a witch paid for climbing into a hollow tree, and he retrieves her magic tinderbox. However, when she refuses to tell him what the magic box is for, he does not know how these things work. It's none of his business. He unalives the witch. The man enjoys wealth for 18 months, but then he runs out of money. He's got sensitivity to criticism and was a red flag for the witch. He smurdered. Even when the soldier was 100% wrong, he got defensive when she would not share the magic secret, so he unalived her. Covert narcissists like the soldier, they don't want to feel humiliated or mocked, so they turn criticism around and defend against it quickly. Now the princess later in the story, by keeping her word and letting him grow closer to her, closer, even though he was exploiting her too, to get the kingdom. Well, letting him grow closer, and he did get close to her, kind of broke the spell. He thought about it for a minute, that maybe he should just be his own authentic self, but no. You must be prepared to do harsh things to rein your toxic fools in, though, before Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa. They do harsh things for great rewards. And this part about the eyes and the dogs, the eyes of the dogs will be watching you. So see, he felt the whole time, that's his guilt and shame. Those dogs, he felt those dogs were watching him no matter where he went. And your soul will know what you have chosen to do. His soul knows that he unalived that witch for greed. The soldier's lack of empathy was a clue. He would not connect to the witch in other ways either. Made it easier to steal and manipulate her. There will be times, be those who are hurt by the choices that you make to cut the toxic person's places and things out of your life. Now, he appears hyper-focused on the gold coins for his needs, his wants. He totally disregards the needs of the witch. His motivation is as a covert narcissist. The soldier experiences increased social anxiety because he wants to be loved, and he figures a lot of gold can bring him some love. He wants to be rich. He wants to be loved and appreciated, and dare I say it, validated by being wealthy, not validated by his princess wife. She's a block of wood. She doesn't have anything. She's chattel anyway. He wants her daddy's kingdom. You must decide whether your choices are worth it, because you're going to detach and do cord cuttings on these persons, places, and things. Whether they are worth the unending. Is it really going to be worth it to go no contact from these impossible people? Yes, it is. The gaze of these three dogs of the magical tinderbox tale. Will your ambition grow with your positive assertiveness? You're not going to cheat to get ahead, is what that means. The soldier is a covert narcissist. This is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. He's not a human. He's a two-dimensional character in a fairy tale, YouTube. he made sure that the witch and the 3 dogs, well, I don't think anybody really got to know the soldier. And I think it's hard for the soldier to connect socially, even with scads of money, because he's not genuine in those new social circles. On the inside, he was still poor. He didn't think he was good enough. Now, the toxic are, this is a ruthless quest to harm you. So you choose wisely. They don't have to be in your presence. How will you repay a good turn with people who give you a fair exchange of energy? You'll just go do things with them instead of the toxic ones. How will you use the gifts that are given to you? Instead of starting up a real-world relationship, somehow covert narcissist social media use? Well, the soldier is driven by his overwhelmingly sensitivity to the feedback from others. The more he posts, pictures, videos, the soldier of fortune updates online, the greater the soldier's sensitivity becomes, the more insecure he becomes. Which hard choice will you benefit from the most by walking away from your toxicity on all levels? What choice can you live with? Now, to go into the hollow of the tree and to help the witch in the beginning, he was doing good. So a covert narcissism was disguised as altruism, when you go out of your way to do good things for other people, from small acts of charity to donating the soldier's time, etc. But the soldier's motivations behind these acts of service to the witch, the covert narcissist is doing it for more than praise. He wanted to leap ahead in life. Instead of coming from a genuine place of wanting to help, he did it to appear to be a good person. Can your choices stand up to scrutiny? These are the things you're going inward and communicating to yourself in a new way. Can you move your passions into the light to manifest your dreams? The soldier learned that he's not at home with himself. He needs to figure out why he relies on certain negative behaviors. And he needs to knock it the feck off. Have you sacrificed your ethics for a squirrely person to keep making yourself small for a toxic fool lately? Now, the weird things the covert narcissists do involve hidden manipulation, like using the soldier's passive-aggressive sulkiness, the silent treatment on the witch to control others, to shift blame to avoid accountability, secretly holding grudges against the witch while appearing to be harmless. He was not harmless to her. Desensitization. Are you comfortably numb? Please, if so, reconnect your empathy collective. Do it for yourself. You restore, you refresh. Now, he was mining the witch's personal information about that magic tinderbox to find vulnerabilities, and so he exploited the witch later, making the witch feel unsafe for sharing it all, and then he bumped her off for the money. He was over the top, being hypersensitive to perceived slights, not real. They were imagined. To finding it hard to figure and forgive the witch because she wouldn't share. So he done her in. Now his level of simmering resentment was ridiculous, appearing shy and insecure and unassuming or selfless to mask deep-seated arrogance. The soldier's nature, his behaviors are subtle and concealed, making it hard to confront or label. Let me see. I have no idea. Oh, for me, though. I thank you so much for sharing this magical space. We keep growing it. We keep growing the channel. We got some more subscribers. in this very centered, grounded, connected space with me this morning. And I love the authentic camaraderie for learning that we're showing each other a kindness. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love you guys so, so much. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of you. And now it's this time of year I'm going to ask that we promote worldwide peace through Kosen Rufu forever. And you got there and you have a really great day. Peace out.